8-bit. When you hear that, what comes to your mind? For me, it's the nostalgic sound of the old school NES game. The kind that takes you back to the time when the world was pixelated and the music was pure magic. It was one of those moments when I was just casually scrolling through YouTube looking for something new, when I stumbled upon a track called Alone in the Scene by SCANTRAXX. The moment I heard that 8-bit sound, it brought back all those memories, and I knew I had to create something with that vibe. But I wanted to do more. I wanted to blend the classic 8-bit sound with the energy of the hardstyle. And that's how the 𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘦𝘴 was born. I started by crafting an 8-bit intro. The melody came together almost effortlessly. It instantly reminded me of those old racing games from the NES era, where you could almost feel the speed and the adrenaline. That's when the idea hits me. Why not add a single sound at the beginning, just like in those games? It feels like the perfect way to kickstart the track. And once I added it, everything started to fall into the place. And this is how it sounds together. But I wasn't done yet. To build the momentum, I needed a powerful transition. So I drew inspiration from the rulers and the sync mode, creating a synth that would carry the energy forward into the build-up. Next came the kick, an essential element for the track. I wanted something that would feel both nostalgic and powerful. After the build-up, I knew I needed a strong mid-intro kick, so I layered with a mild tonal side kick until it had the right punch and the right top. And here's the little twist. I had this kick laying around from an unreleased remix of a 𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘬𝘐 track. I ended up shelving the project, but the kick was too good to waste, so I decided to bring back in the dsturb. So let's hear it. As the track progressed, I revisited the 8-bit audio from the intro. This time, I wanted to add more texture, so I brought back in some 8-bit percussion and even sampled a few vocal clips from an older NES games. The nostalgia was strong and it added an extra layer of depth to the track. By this point, I had two different melodies, each with its own unique synth. I wanted the melody to resemble the 8-bit melody from the beginning, to make the transition more smoother and more powerful. So I went with super sauce, tons of reverb and some compression. So let's hear it. For the build-up, I kept it classic, letting the anticipation build naturally, but I also wanted to show you an alternative version of this part. It had a euphoric feel, but I realized the track needed something raw. Something with more grit, so I made this switch. And of course, I added some endless smile to the kick for a little extra flair. As we approached the climax, I brought back the same synth from the break, but added some low cuts for depth. I laid in a few more elements: the synth, a plug, and a copy of a 8-bit audio. For the bass, I used 3x oscillator and added some compression and distortion to give it an extra edge. In the second part of the drop, I wanted to keep things fresh, so I introduced a secondary melody. This kept the track from becoming repetitive and added a punchy, dynamic feel with some key changes. As the track was nearing its final stage, I felt it needed a strong, impactful conclusion. That's when I decided to go with the Zag kick. I kept it simple, focusing on a raw power of the sound. Here's how it all came together. Let's take a listen.
Ready, set, go!
and thus bring everything together. I'm Mission Ned, and I want to thank you for being part of this journey. If you are interested in the project file for Digital Eraser, you can find it on the store at mission9.shop. As always, link is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy producing and good luck to you all.